And now, suspense.
All right, everybody. So welcome to another haul video. Been getting more stuff from Bookman's. Recently, as of recording this, just dropped a whole nother stack of goodies that I've been finding at the Goodwill. Mostly this one Goodwill near me, about actually like 5 minutes away from my job, has been just having the heat in the past couple of weeks. Like every time I went there, they had brand new graphic novels, like very obscure graphic novels that I've actually never even seen before. Like they were Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, and a Spike spin-off of like graphic novels, and these things were hefty. Some of them were like hardback covers. Some of them I was able to look up and they were going for like $50-$60 a piece, because like traded it in, got like a little over $100 in credit, and the guy even thanked me, which never happens. Anytime I go to these places and like trade in stuff, they never thank me, but this time they were like, thanks for bringing in all this cool stuff.
God damn, Jimmy, this some serious gourmet shit.
And I was like, my pleasure, just keep paying me the good money and I'll bring you more cool shit. But yeah, so that, and then I traded in some more stuff at Zia, and they were, they paid out pretty well too, so that was pretty cool. I was able to get some really cool stuff that I've been wanting, but just been kind of like, passing on, just because I don't have the money to just drop all that at once. But with the credit, I was able to. Then got some stuff at Best Buy, trying to make good use of my Best Buy card and just kind of going there and picking up stuff on the cheap when they have them, before it's all gone. So just kind of trying to take advantage of all that right now. And if you are curious, yes, that is an Among Us blanket behind me. I just needed something in the background. It looked a little plain. Just needed a little something there. Me and my buddy Tex just finished recording season 2. Be on the lookout for that. Season 2 of the Fox and Tex show, where we go over a number of different topics and then just kind of get off track and just start talking about other random stuff. But that was really fun, so be on the lookout for that.
Could you please hurry the fuck up? Thank you very much, and have a blessed day.
So without further ado and all that nonsense, let's get into it. First up, these came from Bookman's. This I have not seen, so it is a blind buy, but it seemed pretty interesting from the trailers that I saw. And it came with a cool slipcover, and it was only like $8. So I thought, why not? Color Out of Space with Nicolas Cage. But this actually looked kind of interesting from the trailer. So I thought, why not? I mean, 4K, like $8, so sure. Next up is a movie that I did watch on streaming, and it has Chris Pine in it, and I really enjoy pretty much everything Chris Pine does. I really like the guy. I really think he's very entertaining, very good actor. So, and then again, this was like $10 at Bookman's, so I grabbed The Contractor. This actually looks really good on 4K. Like I said, I did see it on streaming. I thought it was great. I thought it was a lot of fun. I really liked the story, and I really enjoyed Chris Pine's performance alongside Ben Foster. Ben Foster and him could be brothers separated at birth or something. I don't know, because like those two guys just have such great chemistry that I want to watch more. They should do like a whole series of movies where it's just those two guys playing like best friends or brothers or even enemies at this point. That would be really cool. The first time I saw them together was in The Finest Hours, based on true story, and it was fantastic. That needs a 4K. If that got on a 4K, that'd be amazing, because it looks fantastic on Blu-ray anyway. And then they also were brothers in Hell or High Water, which was incredible. And then, like I said, I saw that these two guys were in another movie together. I had to watch it and really enjoyed it. And then next up, I already had this movie, but I did not have a slipcover with it, and I found it at Bookman's for like $10, brand new, and had the slipcover. And I knew that this slipcover was really hard to come by, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna buy it and then trade in my regular 4K copy of it that I already had. So Ford versus Ferrari. So this is a double dip of sorts. I don't know what you would call that, but I already had this movie. Like I said, it didn't have the slipcover, and then I found it for super cheap at Bookman's with the slipcover. It was still brand new. I already opened it though, because I just had to watch it, because it's very, very good movie. And I'm not even a big like racing car guy fan. It just doesn't interest me at all. But films like this, when done right, you can make a great film. Next up, hopefully this doesn't have too much glare. You know what? I'm just going to take it out of it. We have the 4K Steelbook of John Wick chapters 1, 2, and 3. Look at that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Chapters 1, 2, and 3. And I've been on the hunt and just like holding out for a good 4K copy of like the collection of John Wick movies. I didn't want to, they're constantly coming out with collections to these movies and franchises anyway. So I just haven't really been able to find it for a good price. And then this came along at Bookman's for a very good deal. And at first I didn't even know if it was the 4K. I had to have them because there's like, it doesn't actually even say on stickers or anything like that if it is a 4K or not. They're all like, are you gonna buy it? And I was like, if it's a 4K, yes, I will buy it. And they opened it up and they were all 4K. And all right, I was like, all right, cool, I'm buying it. Unless you have the J card, you don't know if these are even 4K or not. So that's honestly, that's kind of annoying. Maybe the fourth one I can find a steelbook for really cheap, or I'll just get it with the slipcover. It really doesn't matter. I've shied away from really caring about if a movie that I have is on steelbook and then the next one I have is not. I don't care. If I can find it for a really good price, either way, I'll just grab it. I had some credit over at Zia and I thought, you know what? I'm going to grab these for finally. They had them both for $15 a piece. Avatar and Avatar The Way of Water. I had not seen Avatar The Way of Water yet. But I had been looking for Avatar since it came out, but I was just going to wait till I got a, good deal on it. And oh my God, this movie looks fantastic on 4K. It already looked great on Blu-ray, but damn, it looks good on 4K,
God, it's so good. So good.
I really dig the slipcover. I really like it. It's probably one of my favorites of the year. Very, very good looking movie. It looks fantastic, obviously. Was it worth the wait? I particularly was not waiting for a sequel for this. So to me, I thought it was very, very good. I don't know if I prefer it to the first one. I kind of do, just because I feel like I like the characters in this a lot more, and I like the story, and the upgraded special effects look phenomenal. Like Jesus, like there are some shots in this movie that I swear I could swear by that was not CGI. Like some of these shots look absolutely real. But yeah, really cool movie. I really enjoyed it. And I'm glad I have it now. And then these last two are gonna be from Best Buy. I went in for one movie and ended up getting two because I saw it and I had just realized that I didn't even know this had a 4K and they only wanted like $20 at Best Buy. And I looked it up, and this particular release with the slipcover, because it is a Kino Lorber, the slipcover just like kind of disappeared, and so this copy with the slipcover is going for a lot. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna grab it. That is Silence of the Lambs. I had never actually seen this movie in its entirety.
What the hell did you just say?
I've seen it before, but I saw it when it was like on TV, so it was obviously edited. And then I've only ever seen like bits and pieces. I had never really sat down myself to watch it. People like to say that it's like a horror film, but honestly, I don't think it's a horror film.
Why you pouring me? I'm right.
There are horror elements, I guess, but to me, it's more of a crime thriller. I mean, sure, there's like psychotic people in it, and like, obviously, Hannibal Lecter is a cannibal, and then you have like Buffalo Bill who like skins people. But I mean, if that's the case, would you call like the TV series Bones a horror series? Would you call CSI a horror series? Like that would fall under the same criteria. So no, in my opinion, no, Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal are not horror films, in my opinion. But I'm also not a huge horror fan anyway, so I guess what the hell do I know about horror movies?
I don't know shit about fuck.
I mean, it's still a very good film. It's just there are some things about it that I thought were going to be better just because of how much people talked about it and how much it is talked about in pop culture and everything. One of the things that I had issue with was that Buffalo Bill, I think, is a very interesting character that does not get enough screen time. He's really just in the background. And if that were the case, they really should have hired an actor who was just kind of like whatever. But the actor they hired is very, very good. And I wanted to see more of him.
What is this? That's so sus.
Probably not in the sense of, I mean, we already saw a lot of this guy. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. He's barely in the movie, and the movie is more about Hannibal and Clarice, which is fine to me, but it's also like, did we really need an extra serial killer in the movie to go on a hunt for this guy when she ends up just finding the guy out of just sheer luck? I feel like some things could have been expanded upon or just done away with altogether. And then the item that I went into Best Buy to get and then ended up coming out with Silence of the Lambs as well, I picked up the 4K steelbook of Fall here. Big time glare because I have yet to take it out of the plastic. I did see this when it came out. I streamed it and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really fun film. I did watch a video about somebody talking about this, and they did say that when they first filmed it, they didn't know what rating it was going to get. This unrated version, it doesn't have any more, more gore or anything like that. It's really just more for language. Because when the rights got bought to it for distribution, toned down a lot of the language. So they just put it in. And supposedly, I don't know how true this is, but supposedly the director used AI to digitally take out a lot of the language in the movie. If you get offended by the word this is the unrated one is full of it. So, but I mean, that's interesting. That's actually very interesting to think about. Like you just use AI to digitally take out like certain words or certain things, that is an interesting part of AI. But I had a lot of fun with it, and the steelbook looks great, as Lionsgate does. They do pretty well with the steelbook releases. It is the nighttime scene. This is like daytime, you take it off, it's nighttime. So that's really cool. I'm really looking forward to checking it out. All right, rant time that has to deal with like fall and everything, and the trend of releasing films and then releasing a 4K afterwards. Very annoying, especially if you're a big fan of those movies and you want to support the film, so you buy it day one or whenever. And then, the studios see that it is popular and it does have an audience, so they want to release a 4K for that particular market. And then you end up having to double dip on it, which is highly annoying. But I'm glad that I didn't buy this. I also didn't buy Megan or Black Phone, or I did buy Violent Night. I didn't buy Cocaine Bear also when it came out, because judging with how popular they were and how well they did on streaming, I wondered like, why are they not getting a 4K release with this Blu-ray? Like with Megan. Megan was huge, and so I kind of had a feeling that was coming. Like, there's no way that they don't release a 4K soon. And they did. So I think the only movie that I bought that is having a 4K release soon was Violent Night. Violent Night was the only one that I bought on Blu-ray. But it was like $6-7. I remember it was super cheap. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy it. And it was during Christmas time, so I wanted to watch it again. Black Phone, I did not buy. Fall, I didn't buy. Cocaine Bear, I didn't buy. And Megan, I didn't buy. All with, 4K releases afterwards. And even Malignant as well. I did end up buying Malignant when it came out on 4K. So I was happy that I didn't buy the Blu-ray. But now I have Fall. But yeah, it's a very annoying trend, but it's something that we're just going to have to look out for. It's a double-edged sword, because on one hand, we want to show that we do support this film and we want to support a physical release of it. But at the same time, it's like, if we know something might get a 4K release later on, we're not going to want to buy it. But if we don't buy it and show the support and show the studio that there is an audience for it, they won't release the 4K. So it's very, it's a double-edged sword, and it really sucks, but it is what it is. Cool little stack right there. And drop your thoughts about any of these movies in the comments, and I will see you later.
I'm back in this bitch. Wrap it up. That's it.